Hello, lifesavers. I hope you all enjoyed your lunch. I know I'm hearing a lot of buzz about this eclipse, but this is where we're going to see the stars. This is where we'll see the stars of traffic safety. It is my pleasure to introduce you now to Barbara Rooney, Chair of the Governor's Highway Safety Association and Director of California's Highway Safety Office.
Thank you so much. That was a jaunt to get here. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying their lunch. We are honored to be joined today by Sophie Shulman, the Deputy Administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Sophie oversees the nation's Vehicle Safety Agency, which sets vehicle safety standards, identifies safety defects, manages recalls, and educates Americans to help them drive, ride, walk, and roll safely. NHTSA also establishes fuel economy regulations and helps facilitate the testing and deployment of advanced vehicle technologies. Prior to joining NHTSA, Sophie was the Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy at the U.S. Department of Transportation. During the Obama administration, she also served in several roles at the U.S. DOT, including as the Acting Assistant Secretary for Research and Technology. Additionally, she has worked at the U.S. Department of Energy, the Office of Management and Budget, the White House Domestic Policy Council, the Colorado Department of Transportation, and Electrify America, an electric vehicle charging company. She is a graduate of Johns Hopkins University. Please join me in welcoming Sophie Shulman.
Thank you so much for moderating, Diana, and Barb, great to see you again. And thank you to the Governor's Highway Safety Association for your continued support of Lifesavers. I also want to recognize the Lifesavers Planning Committee, without whom this event would not be possible. I hope everyone has enjoyed your time at Lifesavers and in Denver so far. As Barb mentioned, I actually used to live in Denver and worked at the Colorado Department of Transportation. So this is a bit of a homecoming for me, and I'm really glad to be back. One of my favorite parts of Colorado is getting my way up to the mountains and going for a hike. So I hope you have time to do that while you're here, but I do recommend taking the Mustang up to the mountains and avoiding the I-70 traffic. The Lifesavers Conference is all about making a difference, whether that's at the local, county, state, tribal, or national level. The lessons and best practices you learn here can empower you in your day-to-day work. Safety is cumulative, and small improvements can add up to meaningful, life-saving change. We collectively feel a tremendous responsibility to serve our communities, and I know you come to work every day determined to make a difference. There's a reason we see many faces, the same faces here every year at Lifesavers, and that's because of your exceptional commitment to our shared safety mission. Today is an opportunity for reflection and celebration. In just a few minutes, we will honor 6 individuals and 5 organizations for their tremendous efforts to make our roads safer for everyone. Their stories and achievements serve as guideposts for all of us. Their work addresses some of the most challenging traffic safety issues, advances solutions, and promotes the safe system approach. Some of our honorees focus on vulnerable road users who deserve to be able to walk, roll, and bike safely. A safe system is one that works for everyone and is designed to prevent mistakes from becoming fatal. Many of our award winners are prioritizing the safety of children inside and outside vehicles. Their efforts promote the safety of teen drivers and the correct installation of child restraint systems, helping to protect some of our very youngest passengers. I have an 18-month-old at home, and I think about keeping him safe every time I put him in his car seat. We're also recognizing those who have made exceptional strides in reducing risky driving behaviors. Risky drivers are a danger not only to themselves, but to everyone on our roads. Our honorees are advancing safety by promoting seatbelt use and preventing impaired driving. If we just get everyone to buckle up, put the phones down, drive sober, and slow down, we could save so many lives every year. Speaking of putting the phones down, today is the final day of NHTSA's Distracted Driving Prevention campaign. We unveiled a new slogan this year, "Put the phone away or pay." Our old tagline, "You drive, you text, you pay," served us well for nearly a decade, but this much-needed refresh will ensure our campaign continues to reach target audiences with vital, relevant messaging. Thank you to everyone who supported our campaign this year, amplifying it in your communities and spreading the word on social media. Of course, this work doesn't end today. We need to be vigilant about risky driving behaviors all year round, and we can't do it without you. Partners are vital in so many traffic safety projects, and non-traditional partners can help us reach even more people where they are. During today's awards, we will be honoring an auto repair company for their efforts to ensure the safety of their customers' children in vehicles. Non-traditional partners can be a great way to spread the word, and I encourage you to look far and wide to see who else you can bring to the table. After all, that's what this is all about, saving lives. No one organization, agency, city, or state can do it alone. We are stronger together, and the more people we have working together, the more lives we can save. As you hear the presentation of each award, I encourage you to consider how you can build on this great work in your communities. Be inspired by their achievements. Maybe you can replicate their programs or adopt something similar. We can all learn from each other as we strive to address the traffic safety crisis and work toward the day where we reach 0 deaths. We have a lot of work ahead, and I thank you for everything you do, day in and day out, to make a meaningful difference in your communities. Today's honorees represent the best of our traffic safety community. I offer them my most heartfelt congratulations and appreciation, and I know you do as well. With that, I'd like to turn it back over to Diana to present our NHTSA Public Service Awards.
Thank you, Deputy Administrator Shulman. Thank you, Director Rooney, very much. And I'd also like to welcome up to the stage and recognize at this time NHTSA's Associate Administrator for Regional Operations and Program Delivery, Barbara Sowers, who with Deputy Administrator Shulman will have the most important work at this event. They have the honor of distributing the awards on behalf of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to the very deserving individuals and groups being honored here today. And so with that, I am now pleased to begin the award portion of our program. Our first 2024 Public Service Award winner is the New York City Department of Citywide Administrative Services.
Hi, my name is Marta Valenzuela. I'm a member of Family for Safe Streets. On behalf of my family and everyone in Family for Safe Streets, we want to thank the New York City Department of Citywide Administrative Service for being such a street safety champion. The efforts that they are undertaking on the city fleet and its contractors, audible warning systems, sidecars, intelligent speed assistance, and increased training to ensure safe operation of the fleet are saving so many lives. It is too late for my son, who was 14 years old, when he was killed by a sanitation truck. Mario was an amazing boy, and our family has been devastated by his death. But DCAS is making sure other families do not have to endure what we have to go through. Muchas gracias, DCAS, por abrazar Visión Cero y ser un líder nacional, asegurando que los vehículos comerciales en la ciudad de Nueva York cuenten con la tecnología más actualizada para mantenernos seguros a todos. Thank you.
Congratulations to the New York City Department of Citywide Administrative Services as a Public Service Award recipient for your collective efforts to keep the City of New York's fleet drivers and vulnerable road users safe. Accepting this award on behalf of the department is Eric Richardson, Deputy Chief Fleet Officer. Our next Public Service Award winner is Mary Elena Gutierrez, Safe Routes to School Coordinator for the state of Georgia.
My name is Dr. Adam Niekamp. I am the STEM teacher at Indian Creek Elementary School in Clarkston, Georgia. Mary Elena Gutierrez has been a longtime advocate for children and families from the underserved communities by improving their ability to travel safely to and from school. In her role as Georgia Safe Routes to School Coordinator, she has reached over 150 schools on an annual basis with programming in both English and Spanish. This has resulted in over 4,000 students receiving pedestrian and bicycle education. As a result of her programs, during 2019 through 2021, there have been 0 pedestrian fatalities for children ages 4 through 8 years old in Clayton, DeKalb, Fulton, and Rockdale counties, which represents 20.2% of all of Georgia's population. My school, Indian Creek Elementary School in DeKalb County, is one of the more than 100 schools Mary Elena has impacted over the years. I have worked with her for more than 5 years, and she supports us so well at our walk to school days, advocating for bus drivers and crossing guards, and even helping to conduct walking safety audits. We love you and thank you, Mary Elena.
I am honored to announce this Public Service Award for Mary Elena Gutierrez for your work to ensure that Georgia's students can walk, bike, or ride safely to and from school.
Ever plan to motor west? Jack, take my way. It's the highway that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way.
Our next Public Service Award winner is the Jackson State University Youth Highway Safety Program.
I am Helen Porter, the Director of Highway Safety for the state of Mississippi. I am honored to be here today to highlight some of the amazing work that Jackson State University has been doing to instill safe driving as a core value among teen and young adult drivers. The Youth Highway Safety Program team has reached more than 10,000 students in high schools and colleges across Mississippi. Preliminary data suggests a decline in death of drivers aged 16 to 20 years old across the state. The Youth Highway Safety team will go where needed, when needed in Mississippi to deliver their safe driving messages. As a result, is respected as a community leader committed to helping Mississippi drivers value safe driving, all while making the new generation of Mississippi drivers safer, one driver at a time.
Congratulations to Jackson State University's Youth Highway Safety Program for your tireless dedication to educating and protecting the next generation of Mississippi drivers. Accepting this award is Program Director Nita Hilton. Our next Public Service Award winner is retired Captain John Hotz of the Missouri State Patrol.
My name is Jeffrey Sayentet, the Executive Director of Intendo for Africa, a nonprofit organization that works with immigrants and refugees in St. Louis. I'm pleased to be here to highlight some of the innovative work that Captain John Hotz of the Missouri State Patrol has accomplished in highway safety. This includes his approach to connect the underserved and the immigrant community with resources events, and the enforcement activities to further traffic safety. From various approach, Captain John Holt engaged our youth during summer camp, highlighting their safety on the road. And through his connections, V4A is working with DocDash to reach the non-English speakers in St. Louis and help them to be safe on the road. Captain Holt and the Mid-Modod Highway Safety Division hosted the first Equity and Engagement in Traffic Safety Summit in the country. This summit brought together representatives and leaders from different communities across the state to further and advance traffic safety in the state. This has served as a model for similar summits across the nation. Congratulations, Captain John Holt, and thank you for your service in our state.
I am pleased to announce retired Captain John Hotz as a Public Service Award recipient in recognition for your efforts in bringing communities together to save lives on Missouri's roadways. Our next Public Service Award winner is Mandy Bootkin-Quinn of the Springfield, Missouri Public Works Department.
My name is Sharon Taylor Gullett. Mandy Bootkin-Quinn is a fearless and passionate leader in making Springfield's pedestrians safer through her creation of the Springfield Yields program. This program has had not only a huge impact on our community, but she freely shares it with communities across the United States. And it provides, Springfield Yields provides traffic and safety education through social media outreach, earned media, PSAs, and newsletters. The cool statistic that I was just given was that the average yield rate increased to 61% citywide in 2023, marking a 36% improvement. And I can't tell you how proud I am of her and how cool it is to see the cool things that she's doing for our community and then just everywhere across the United States. I'm so proud of you, Mandy. Thank you.
I am honored to announce this Public Service Award for Mandy Bootkin-Quinn for your inspiring work to advance pedestrian safety in Springfield and beyond.
Ever plan to motor west? Jack, take my way, it's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000.
Our next Public Service Award recipient is the North Dakota Primary Seatbelt Law Priority Emphasis Area Team.
My name is Karma Hansen, and I'm the coordinator of Safe Kids Grand Forks, an injury prevention coalition based in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and an all-true health system. And in the 2023 legislative session, our team put together of state agencies and safety organizations came together in an effort to try to pass our primary seatbelt bill. Our group educated business leaders and constituents and newly elected officials on safety, social, and economic benefits of a primary seatbelt law. The group secured gubernatorial support and successful public-private partnerships. We rallied the North Dakota Vision Zero Network and armed advocates with data and compelling messages to save lives and prevent injuries. Ultimately, the data-driven, passionate, and articulate testimony of road safety champions motivated the legislature to pass this life-saving bill.
I am honored to announce this Public Service Award for the North Dakota Primary Seatbelt Law Priority Emphasis Area Team in recognition of your dedication and success in passing a primary seatbelt law for the state of North Dakota. Accepting this award on behalf of the team are Ryan Gellner and Karma Hansen. Our next Public Service Award recipient is the Target Responsibility for Alcohol-Connected Emergencies Program, known as TRACE.
My name is Brian Huynh, Deputy Regional Administrator for NHTSA's Region 9 in Sacramento, California. The Target Responsibility for Alcohol-Connected Emergencies, TRACE, program was created in response to the increasing problem of youth access to alcohol that resulted in the tragic death of Casey Goodwin. The TRACE program established and implemented a statewide system to expedite notification of incidents resulting in serious injury or death involving minors who have procured alcoholic beverages to the ABC. ABC provides an immediate response to allied law enforcement agencies who are first responders to incidents involving minors, alcoholic beverages, and licensed premises. The TRACE program has resulted in the prevention of the sale of alcohol to underage youth, saving countless lives of young people across California. The reach of the program continues to grow, with more and more officers receiving training so that they can stop underage drinking and driving at its source.
Congratulations to the TRACE team on this Public Service Award in recognition of their work to prevent impaired driving fatalities in California through robust data collection and information sharing. Representatives from the TRACE team were not able to be with us today, so accepting this award on their behalf is Barbara Rooney, Director of California's Highway Safety Office. Our next Public Service Award recipient is Jun Yang, Homeless Coordinator for Hawaii's Department of Transportation.
My name is JD Ramirez with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration Region 9 office. We, along with the Hawaii Highway Safety Office, became aware of Jun Yang during our efforts to fulfill the public participation and engagement efforts from the bipartisan infrastructure law. In September of 2017, Jun Yang became the homeless coordinator within Hawaii's Department of Transportation. Understanding that neither traffic safety issues nor homelessness can be resolved by one agency, Hawaii chose to address these public safety issues and community concerns by taking a holistic approach to intergovernmental policies and initiatives. In 2023, Jun Yang coordinated with the Hawaii Highway Safety Office in strategies to reach unhoused citizens through public participation and engagement. Yang was instrumental in mitigating homeless traffic safety issues by identifying and helping to move them from areas where they were considered high risk to areas providing temporary or semi-permanent housing. While it may be premature to establish a trend, Hawaii's preliminary data shows a 35% decrease in homeless traffic fatalities in 2023.
Receiving this Public Service Award on behalf of Jun Yang is Karen Kahihita. We honor his efforts to keep the state of highways vulnerable road users safe.
Ever planned to motor west? Jack, take my way, it's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA.
Public Service Award recipient is Grease Monkey of Idaho.
Smith, Occupant Protection Program Manager with the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. When Grease Monkey employee Hillary Gregson noticed that a child safety seat was incorrectly installed, the entire Grease Monkey of Idaho group jumped into action. Now each location has 2 CPS technicians, and correct fit checks are a free service offered to customers. In addition to CPS techs, each Grease Monkey location regularly hosts seat check events and child passenger safety education events to engage parents and caregivers in order to protect Idaho's most vulnerable passengers. Idaho is so fortunate to have such a passionate and proactive partner in Grease Monkey.
I am pleased to announce this Public Service Award for Grease Monkey for your innovative work to ensure that all children in Idaho are safe on the road. Receiving this award is Tyson Daniels, president and owner of Grease Monkey. Next, we will move on to our Lifetime Achievement Awards. And our first NHTSA Lifetime Achievement Award winner is John Paul from AAA Northeast.
I'm referred to as AAA's car doctor because I help people with car problems. I try to give them advice. I try to give them honest answers. And I really like to be known as just a source of information, whether it's safety information, whether it's helping people with child passenger safety, whether it's drivers as they're starting to get older. And I just really want to become that trusted source for people when they have questions about just about anything that has to do with transportation.
The totality of everything he has done for the last 40 years, with everything automotive, with educating people on vehicle safety, and his columns and his radio program and his willingness to take questions.
My original background, when I first was a young kid almost, was I started to repair cars. And a bunch of years ago, I went to work at AAA, and somewhere in there, I ended up in the public affairs department. And part of what I did when I came there was I started to really realize that it's more than just cars, it's really people.
John's professional demeanor, his calm presence, as I said, is what has led him to be who he is and why he's so deserving of this award.
I think the idea that people come back to me over and over again as that trusted advisor, whether it's somebody who calls me up and says, my kids think I should give up driving, or, you know, you helped me with car seat selection when my baby was an infant. Now can you help me with the next step and the next step and the next step? Or whether it's just somebody who's thinking about buying a new car and they just want advice on it. All of those things together, I think, is really what keeps me doing what I keep doing.
For these reasons and countless others, I am pleased to congratulate John Paul on this Lifetime Achievement Award, honoring his dedication over the past 4 decades to keep all roadway users safe throughout the Northeast and across the country. Our final award today is a Lifetime Achievement Award for Bala Akundi, who we tragically lost in 2023.
One of the things I really credit Bala for is our pedestrian safety campaign in the Baltimore metropolitan area. We had done a campaign for a few years. We wanted to change it. And we went to a Signal Woman campaign, which is a little outside the box, a little unconventional. And Bala was there every step of the way, really making sure that we hit the right mark, advocating for thinking of things a little bit differently to try to get that highway safety message out there.
He bridged between engineering and behavioral safety and really brought a lot of the agencies and partners together because he was so positive. You know, he stepped out. He was innovative, and he really wanted to do things and really wanted to work with more people, and brought us together in ways that we didn't think we would cross over, but we do.
One of the other things that we worked really closely with Bala on is trying to get local strategic highway safety plans and developing a position at BMC to do that. And Bala was really a leader there as well. Always loved to see what Bala was wearing, whether it was a plaid suit. He always had his hat, the fedora, different fashion styles. I always brought a smile to my face, frankly. You'd see him walk through the door, and we would always joke about it. But it was just like his personality. It kind of put people at ease, made you smile. I think his legacy is that he brought others along. It was never about him. He was never wanting to be the star of the show. He was always wanting to make things better for the larger community and bring people along with him. I think that's his legacy, and that spirit lives on in our highway safety community in Maryland.
He wanted everybody to just live life to its fullest, and I think that came into his problem-solving approach, where he either looked at it from an engineering perspective or through an outreach and behavioral safety perspective, just to find a way for everybody to get home safely and everybody to just keep enjoying life. I think he just had a love for life.
NHTSA is pleased to honor the work of Bala Okundi with a Lifetime Achievement Award for his passion and dedication to traffic safety in Baltimore, Maryland, and far beyond. Bala's beautiful wife, Shailaja Somaraju, is accepting this award in his honor.
Thank you so much to all of our awardees, and thank you, Diana, for leading us through that. Let's give another round of applause to all of our winners. And of course, we extend our sympathies to the family of Bala Okundi. As the Baltimore Metropolitan Council posted when announcing his passing, his positivity, compassion, and commitment to our region brought joy to our office every single day. I hope you will find some comfort in knowing that his memory and work will live on. It's been my privilege to join you to celebrate the achievements of some of the outstanding members of our traffic safety community. They're shining examples of the differences we can make in our communities and the lives we can save, thanks to innovation, dedication, and perseverance. We're inspired by their accomplishments and their dedication to our shared safety mission. Again, congratulations, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of your time in Denver and safe travels home. Thank you.